Dealing with toxic people, they cause see finish you. I'm going to repeat it again. Dealing with toxic people in your life, they cause see finish. Hey fam, welcome to Hang Out with Fidel, your daily dose of beauty, men's lifestyle, entertainment, vlogs. All the rich you need is on this particular channel. So please subscribe to Hang Out with Fidel so that you get notified whenever I post new content on YouTube. And comment and also like. Please subscribe to Hang Out with Fidel. It doesn't take you anything to do that. You don't have to pay a fee to subscribe. For those always asking, do I have to pay money? No, it's free of charge. Like, please subscribe so that we can grow this channel, please. So today's content is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be informative. We deal with this everywhere, even at work, in our family, anywhere we see ourselves, and it has to do with toxicity, like dealing with toxic people in your life and how to handle them. Do not touch that down. I will be back to give it to you guys. Okay, so the first way to deal with toxic people is you have to set boundaries. So what is boundaries? Is you letting someone you let into your life know that this thing they are doing is not right, or you tell them the things that annoy you and the things that you're okay with. And with toxic people, you have to do that. You have to set boundaries, because if you don't, they tend to overstep their boundaries and emotionally guilt trip you. That's what they are fond of doing. Like, they can emotionally guilt trip you and make you feel as if you are the person that is insane. So you have to set boundaries, and this is how to handle them. Set your boundaries so that when they overstep, you quickly cut them off. You quickly, handle it immediately. So always, even in anything you are doing in this life, even among couples, there are boundaries. You have to set boundaries, because you don't want your partner overstepping their boundaries. Talk less of friendship. Talk less of friendship. You have to set boundaries. You have to let the person you are friends with know when things annoy you and when you are okay with things. With that, they know when they are overstepping, their limits, when they are reaching, they are exceeding their limits. So setting boundaries is very, very important in everything, and this includes marriage, relationship, friendship, anything. Shall set boundaries. Yes. So moving on to the second one, how to handle toxic people. So let's go. Also, another way to handle toxic people is always listen to your gut. Some people are fond of making excuses for their friends. Even when your friend is toxic, you always have his or her back. That's the word to use. So sometimes that your instincts, so many people, we know that our instincts can never be wrong. It can never mislead us. Sometimes it can, but sometimes you have to put it in check. So if you know that this person, you're always making up excuses for their bad behaviors, you have to trash. You have to, back off from that particular ship. Like, even if it's a friendship, and maybe you have called them out in some certain ways that this thing you are doing is not, maybe in your inner space, you have called them that this thing you are doing is not right, so why not do it this way? And they keep on doing it, and you see yourself always defending them in the midst of your friends. And note, defending bad people can make the other friendships to start crumbling, because you're always defending this person, and they'll not be like, not only us they mad, only us they see this kind of thing. So always listen to your guts, because our guts are never wrong. When you always see yourself defending somebody in a situation, one particular person, you always talk about their matter, you always come to their defense. I'm a brother and sister, it is time to leave, jackpot from that ship. Like, call it off. Yes, just create a distance and stay away from that particular friendship or anything you are dealing with at the moment. The next point is take responsibility for what you are doing. So this particular point is not actually self-explanatory, so I have to explain what I mean by that. Sometimes when you are dealing with toxic people, you see that you are always a pleaser. You always want to please them. You always, even when they are wrong, you tend to come to their defense, and you tend to you are always there to have their back. So sometimes, have you actually thought, okay, the way I'm actually enabling this person is actually making them to even continue in their bad character. Yes, you enabling people, you enabling your friend in his or her bad character actually makes them see that, oh, this one, it be like say this thing what I do, I mean, don't really get to him. You might do something worse tomorrow. So what am I trying to say? Always your actions, you enabling them, you know, makes them to continue doing whatever they are doing, whatever toxicity they are shooting at you. So you have to stop, you know, enabling your friends. Whenever they do something that is bad, call them to order. Tell them that this thing you are doing, Fidel, it don't make sense. Call them to order. Stop enabling bad character, because when you enable bad character, it keeps, you know, keeps moving on to greater heights. It keeps moving on to greater heights. So take responsibility for what you do, for your actions towards your friends, because at the end of the day, now you are the one on the receiving end. Yes, you are the one always, you know, having to tackle all this. So moving on to the next point, you have to be always be vocal about the things you don't like in people. If you see that this person, you always overstep in boundaries, see finish, don't they come into the whole thing, always try as much as possible to tell them, be vocal about what you don't like. I know some of us are not the confrontational type. You don't like confronting people, but sometimes it is necessary you call people off. You tell people the things they are doing wrong to you. I'm not the confrontational type. Like, I tend to, like, you know, see you, and it gonna be to you, it might seem as if I'm not noticing what you are doing, the rubbish you are doing, but I dey see you. I deceive by my time to ignore you, but sometimes I tend to confront people. I know friendship is very, very hard. It's hard, but we just try our best, you know, to do what we can do and leave the rest to Baba God, because He's the one that has the final say. So what am I trying to say? Always be vocal, communicate with your friends. Whatever you find that is not pleasing to you, always call them out, and you know, that might be the end of the rubbish. Still on the matter of taking responsibility, I want you, I'm doing you these assignments, take home assignments. I want you to ask yourself these questions. Am I the one always reaching out to my friends? Am I the one always keeping up with communications? You know, you might be friends with somebody, but you're the one always calling, you're the one always keeping up. They will tell you that, it's not in my character. No, be say I know they think about you, but it's not really my, you know, to call people, they tire me. If they do this, they do that. If they tire you, Abi, if they tire you, but okay. But when you need something, you know that, okay, someone is there to, you know, I have to reach out to this person to solve my problems. So always sit back and ask yourself, am I the one always trying to reach out, to communicate, to keep the friendship afloat? If you are the one always putting in the effort, my sister, my brother, it's time to leave it. If they are not making an effort, that means it's of no priority to them. Your friendship doesn't mean anything to them. It doesn't mean shit to them. So it's time to walk away from that particular ship you are into. Walk away so that your pride can still be intact at the end of the day. So the second question I want you to take home and ask yourself, am I the one, or am I the peacekeeper in this particular relationship? You know, some people, but even when you're at fault, because you don't want things to escalate, you tend to be like, anyway, let me just go and apologize. Me, I know be say I get pride. You're always the one trying to, you know, keep things afloat in the relationship. That means it doesn't mean shit to your friend. It doesn't mean anything to your friend if you are the only one trying to peacekeep, to keep the relationship moving. It's rubbish. So the final one I'm going to talk about before I wrap up this video is you have to walk away. If all these things are not working, you have tried your best to make sure that this relationship, this friendship, and it seems as if now you carry on for head, my brother, my sister, walk away from that particular friendship or anything ship in the whole matter. Because when you keeping toxic people in your life, it starts to mess with your confidence, your self-esteem. You go be like, say, you know, that is how you tend to see yourself if you are the one always trying to, you know, keep things afloat in a relationship whenever you are dealing with toxic people. So my brother, my sister, walk away from anything that is hindering your growth. If your friendship is hindering your growth, tell them, say, I no do again. Yes, I no do again. Now by force. Your friendship, they pay my bills. They feed me. They clothe me. So if he's not doing any of these things I mentioned, my brother, my sister, jackpot, you know, leave the whole thing and, you know, be on your own. good friends are going to come your way. It's not by force. Friendship no be by force. It no be by force. If it's not working now, take it, walk away. Walk away. So this is how I'm going to call it a wrap. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, very, very important to me, and like this particular video, and I will come your way with more contents. See you, farms, and bye.